As a business founder, you must make and set your goals. Now, if you do not do this, then it is a recipe for a sure shot disaster. Now, in order to set and carry on with your goals, it is important to make and follow the 7 strategies. Now, these 7 strategies I'm mentioning in this episode. Now, these 7 strategies can really help you to set your goal and carry on with it in a proper way. This is Abhishek Sengupta and welcome back. You are listening to Abhishek Sengupta audio blogs. It is important for a startup founder to have clear and ambitious goal. Your ability to define and fulfill goal can make or break your success in this fast-paced world of entrepreneurship. Now let's look at the 7 crucial tactics for reaching the full potential and propelling your startup into newer heights. 7 key strategies. Point number 1, set ambitious goals. Now, setting lofty goals is the first step towards success as the startup founder. It is critical to have the large dream and strive for greatness. Ambitious objectives can be strong motivator, forcing you to go beyond your comfort zone. Now, these objectives can be both short-term and long-term, now spanning both your professional and personal lives. However, if they are challenging, make sure your objectives are practical and attainable. Now, setting ambitious goals is important. What if you don't do this? Now, if you do not do this and keep your goals too little, then you might achieve them, but overall progress of yourself and your company will get impacted. You will not be able to stay relevant with the fast-changing business world. So keep your ambitions high, keep your goals high. This is point number 1. Point number 2 is adjust goal based on progress. Now, while it is critical to set high goals, it is also critical to set it adaptive. Startup journey can be unpredictable. You may need to revive your goal based on your progress. Now, assess your position on a regular basis and do not be hesitant to pivot if necessary. Being nimble and open to change, both in business tactics and personal development, is typically required for the success of a startup. Now, what if you do not do this? You may set your goals very high. You may set your goal a proper one. However, the market conditions do change. The customer preferences do change. Now, if such kind of changes are not included in your goal setting, then your goal setting will be vague. And even if you achieve those goals, your real progress of your business might not happen. So it is important for a startup founder to adjust the goal based on progress. That means as you progress, make sure your goal gets adjusted and goals get reset if required. By resetting, I do not mean to reduce it. Instead, you may even change the purview of your goals too. Point number 3 is regularly review your goals. Now, setting goal is not one-time event. As a startup founder, it is critical to examine your goal on a frequent basis. Set aside time at least once a quarter or a month to assess your progress. Now, make any required adjustment to your goal and methods. This habit will help you to stay on track and strive on ongoing growth. Now, what if you do not review the goals on a regular basis? It is always important to see what is going on, whether the path which you are taking is aligned with your goal or if it is not. If it is not, you have to immediately review and have to take corrective action and bring the actions back aligned with the goal. So if you do not review your goal, you will not be able to understand the deviation in your action. As a result, you may work hard, you may do a lot of planning, but it is not going to achieve the goals which you have set. So business might get impacted. Rather, I must say business is bound to get impacted. So always review your goals on a regular basis. Point number 4 is measure success. Now, measuring achievement is linked to the goal planning. What you don't measure, you don't improve. So establish the specific metrics and the key performance indicators, or I must say KPIs, for both your business and personal development objectives. Now, track your progress on regular basis to ensure you are on the right track. Now, this data-driven strategy will give you the vital insights into your progress and allow you to make more educated and well-informed decisions. Now, what if you do not measure your success? Now, measuring success is so important. Why? Reason being, if you do not measure your success on a periodic basis, you will not be able to understand how much the progress you have made and how much you are yet to make. This has to be converted into quantitative way, not in the qualitative thing. The quality is important, I understand, but it has to be a quantitative approach in measuring the goals. Now, if you do not measure success, again, your path to be taken in future will not be clear to you. Point number 5 is investing on ongoing education. Now, investing in continual education is critical for staying ahead in the competitive world of startups and business. Now, business trends, technologies, market dynamics, all are changing all time. So in order to cope with that, you have to commit to learning and expand your knowledge base. This investment might take several forms, which includes attending workshops, webinars, enrolling to online courses, etc., etc. Never undervalue the importance of self-improvement. Now, what if you do not do this? Now, if you do not do this, you will be lagging behind. The business world and the market is changing every moment. You have to update your knowledge on a regular basis in order to stay relevant in market. If you are not relevant in market, the day will come your customer will stop taking any service or products from you because you are not relevant to them anymore. So in order to know the preferences, in order to know the market trends which are coming in future, you have to invest in your ongoing education. You have to keep improving your knowledge base on a regular basis. Next is point number 6, opt for skill development. Now, skill is ultimate in today's world. Now, nothing goes without a proper skill. Now, startup founders frequently work multiple hats. So having a varied skill set is essential. Now, identify and work on the talent that are critical to your business and personal development. Continuous progress in leadership, communication, technical skill will strengthen your capacity to handle the hurdles of entrepreneurship in a better way. Now, what if you do not do this? Now, skill is a vital factor I have mentioned. An entrepreneur, as I have mentioned, wears multiple hats. So if the entrepreneur is not well versed with the concepts of business or the newer skills of business required, it is quite evident that he will not have a proper control and could not monitor the processes related to that. So this might lead to chances of pilferage, this might lead to chances of loss, and it may also lead to a lot of confusion in the workplace. Dedicate yourself to the skill development. Point number 7, differentiate personal and business growth. As a startup founder, you must distinguish between personal and business growth. While your business goals are focused on the success of your firm, personal growth is concerned with your personal development. Balancing both qualities is critical to overall success. Do not let the pursuit of corporate expansion take the precedence over your personal well-being and relationship. Now, what if you do not differentiate? Now, this will create utter confusion at your home and in your personal life. You have to keep your professional life, business life, and your personal life absolutely separate. You cannot carry forward the leftovers of one to other. That is not going to impact. This will only increase chaos in your life. So it is important that you differentiate what is personal and what is business and differentiate the growth for both the phases of life. Now, setting goals and growing as a startup entrepreneur are linked and critical to success. Setting ambitious goals, being adaptable, monitoring and measuring the progress on a regular basis are all key elements. Investing in continued education and skill development, as well as in knowing the distinction between personal and business growth, will help you to negotiate the hurdles of entrepreneurship. Now, if you are ready to take your startup to the next level, implement these strategies and make regular attempts to improve yourself both personally and professionally. Your perseverance and dedication will pave the way for prosperous future of your startup and your personal life too. That's all for today. If you got value from this episode, I request you to like, share, and subscribe. Visit my website www.abhisheksengupta.co.in. I invite you to get subscribed to my newsletter. I keep on sending articles, blogs, and various insight over newsletter on a periodic basis. To my podcast listeners, I request for a review. I want an honest review how my podcast is helping you and enhancing your life. I'll be back with many such episodes. Till then, stay tuned, stay connected. Have a great day.